All right, we're here alongside Jack Kerr, Yes Network analyst, here for the book signing of your new book on the '98 Yankees. What prompted you to write this book?
Billy, I'd written books with David Cohn and Paul O'Neill. Obviously, the David book was about pitching. The Paul book was about hitting. During the course of doing those books, when we spoke about this team, it was almost, I saw in their eyes the reverence they had for that team. I covered that team. It was a great reminder to me of how great they were. And my goal was to take people behind the scenes in this book. Anybody can go on Baseball Reference and look up all the box scores and the standings. I wanted to take people to a place where maybe they hadn't been before. And so I interviewed virtually every player on that team and tried to come up with some new anecdotes, some new stories, and a new way of telling the story of that team.
Yeah. Was there one in particular, one situation, moment that you really were surprised by and didn't know previously?
I knew that there was some division between Joe Torre and David Wells during that season, but to hear both of them speak bluntly about it and how sometimes people just clash. And then one of the unsung heroes on that team, I feel, Billy, is David Cohn, not only because he won 20 games that year, but because he said to Joe Torre, I'm going to intervene. I've got Boomer. I'm going to take care of him. From the moment Cohn does that, he and Wells are two of the best pitchers in the American League. They finished in the top 5 in the Cy Young Award voting. So that was something that jumped out to me. But I hope there's a million things that jump out to the readers in here because I think there's a lot of interesting content.
Absolutely. I know Yankees fans love to compare teams and players. Do you see any similarities at all? It's early, though, between this team in '98 and the Yankees team in 2023.
Well, I called this team the greatest team of all time. As you and I are talking right now, the current Yankee team is 32 games into its season. It's been beset by injuries. The offense has not performed up to par yet. So I would say that it's too early to answer that question. I will say last year, the 2022 team, they got off to a 61-23 start. These guys were 61-20. So we saw all of those comparisons last year. And that was another reminder to me, Billy, about working on this book that, man, that team did so many special things. They ended up winning 114 games in the regular season, 125 overall. Let me see what I can do to try and turn this into a book.
Right. Great stuff. Well, where can we find it? It's available everywhere?
It's available anywhere you want to buy books. A lot of people go to Amazon, they go to Barnes & Noble, but we're at Books and Greetings in Northvale, New Jersey. You can support your local bookseller. Billy, I don't care where they buy it as long as they buy it.
Awesome. Great stuff. I appreciate it.
Always great
Congratulations.
To see you.